Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Help with Henry. This is the YouTube channel where we provide constructive life advice for people who are struggling and also people who just generally want to get better. I hope the viewers are doing well. If anyone's watching, thank you. Um, Today we're going to be talking about the importance of calling your own bluff. So, what is this to begin with? It is the attitude of, if there is something else on your mind that you would rather be doing, or you are telling your friends and family that you don't enjoy, or that you would rather be doing something else, that you actually go and do that thing. Because what can happen is we convince ourselves that we would rather be doing something else, and then actually you go and do that thing and you realize that the grass is not always greener on the other side, or in fact, you find that the grass is very much greener on the other side and you change your life for the better. So, the two sort of outcomes are, number one, you go and do the thing you've been talking about and it works and it goes well, and you go and do the thing you've been saying you want to do or that you're interested in, and you realize that you're much happier the way you are. Either way, obviously we value certainty really highly as people, but the main sort of achievement is that you've created that certainty around a decision so you can go into it with more confidence. So it's kind of about building your confidence, and also about dealing with that subconscious thought. Or and obviously you can't become an extremist with this. You can't say, oh, I'd rather be doing that, so I'll go and do that and then just see if it's better. But if you have, like, for example, a career that you're working in and you're not enjoying it, and in the back of your mind you're thinking, I would really love to retrain and go to university and become a paramedic, or I would love to become a fireman, I no longer want to work in construction. Or you say to yourself, I'm working this corporate job and I would much rather be a gardener, or I'd much rather retrain to something where I can get physical satisfaction from. Now, what I recommend you do is you go and do that thing and go and see whether it actually fits you or not, and go and work out whether it actually is what you're looking for, and call your own bluff. And that's what it's all about. It's just literally about, if you're saying, I'd rather be doing X, then go and do X and see if it's true. And if you're curious about something, but you're nervous about going to try it, or you're nervous about leaving what you have, then just go do it. That thing that you're currently doing is always going to be there. So just don't, like, ponder on it. Don't procrastinate on it too much, because you might. Years ago, I went to Asia and I thought to myself, "God, I really want to be traveling. I really want to be sightseeing. I really want to be, going around and learning about new cultures." And when I got out there, I just realized that I didn't want to be there. And I was there like 4 days. And I just thought, in my mind, when I was at home, I was thinking, God, I'd much rather be traveling. And then when when you actually go out there, you're like, I don't want to be here at all. I much preferred it at home. This isn't me at all. But you know that for fact, and you know it for certain, and that's what makes a massive difference. The reason it's important is because you then know with conviction that you'd rather be doing what you're doing, and it allows you to progress quicker in it. Because if you're like half committed, half not committed to something, you're only going to get so far with it. You need to be fully committed to things to make things happen. Even making these videos is an example. I said to myself, I want to make YouTube videos that help people. And you realize when you start making YouTube videos that it's just like anything else. It's like a commitment to keep doing it. It's a commitment to keep posting. It's a commitment to keep standing up behind a camera. And any job's got that. But if you physically hate something and there's something you'd rather go and do, but you're just scared because you're like, What happens if I don't make as much money in that thing? Or what happens if I don't enjoy it and I have to go back? You have to just let go of that and call your own bluff and say, I'd, I'd be so much happier if I was driving that car. I'd be so much happier if I was working in that job. Then go and do it. Go and do it. So, a few things that this creates: certainty, it solidifies your decisions, and you can move forward with clarity. And I think that's the main thing, is that you're just creating certainty around something, and it's also giving you the opportunity to move into, a new pathway, whatever that is, So it just really solidifies that decision of curiosity, I guess. And what's the point living your life thinking, oh, I might be better off doing that, or I'm curious to know what it's like over there. I want to know what's underneath that rock, that metaphorical rock. And you should explore your curiosities, and you should explore your new paths, because then you will find you like that thing and you want to continue pursuing it, or you will find that you don't like it and you're better off where you are. And if you know you're better off where you are, you can do even better at the thing you're currently doing. And if you don't, you've at least built the confidence to take some action and see if you actually enjoy it. So, and also when you come out of something that you thought you enjoyed but you didn't, when you look back on it, you're like, wow, I really enjoyed that thing. I put a lot of time into that. How I feel now compared to how I felt back then is considerably different. I actually felt better back then. And then you have more information to work off. So, really just call your own bluff. If there's been something that you've been thinking about for a long time that you're curious about seeing, then act on that thing. Go and do it, and go and find out if it is for you or not. Because the best case scenario is that you can look back at it and go, this is the best decision I ever made. I'm so glad I stopped that fear from holding me back, and I actually went and did that thing, because I really grew as a person. I really became, so much more fulfilled from my career. Or, God, I'm really glad I did that, because I now know with certainty that this thing that I thought was okay, but I was just curious to know what was around the other corner, you can go in that with absolute wholeheartedness and full heartedness, and be fully committed to it. So create the certainty and create the confidence in what you're doing by calling your own bluff, exploring and seeing what happens, and go by feel. If you really love it and you want to pursue it further, keep pursuing it. And if you don't, and you think it's just a chapter, and you want to keep calling your bluff, or there's other things on your mind that you want to do, then just do them all. Just go and do it. What you don't want to do is get stagnant and stop making progress and start dying and start losing your passion, or losing your, you've got to be experimental, because you only get one life. And if you're not happy doing what you're doing, call your bluff. If you think you'd be happier over there doing that, and you've got to take a bit of a pay cut in the short run, then just do it. Just do it. There's honestly, life is too short to hold yourself back and to not know what's underneath the metaphorical rocks, or avenues, and just chase your dreams. So yeah, I hope that helps.